Good morning, folks. It is bright and early, and my neighbor's got this chainsaw. It's a Husqvarna 445. He's gonna give it to me because he said he hasn't used the thing in like the last 2 or 3 years because it's been down. He said it still starts up. He said it does not do anything. He said it's like the brakes on with a brake push forward or brake push back. He said like the brake is on at all times. He's not real sure what's wrong with it. And he's already bought another saw, so that's what he said. He's like, "I'll give you this one. You can just have it because I don't have one. I've got a sawzall, and a circular saw, but it's kind of hard to cut down some pine trees and stuff, bigger pine trees. I mean, I guess you could really do it with a sawzall, but waste of time. You'd burn up probably an hour trying to cut down a pine tree with that thing. Anyhow, he's got this. If you could even cut it down with that, that's actually the real factor there. But like I said, it's a 445 Husqvarna. It's a pretty nice saw. It's I think like a $550 saw. He said it does have a longer bar, so I think he said he's got like a 20-inch bar on it. And I'll probably end up keeping a 20-inch bar if it needs a new bar. I don't know if it does. Like I said, I haven't looked into it yet. I haven't got it yet. I haven't even seen it. So once he get it drug up here, he's coming here in a little bit. He just drove by in a golf cart, and he said, let me go down to the house and dig it out of the garage, and I'll bring it back up, and you can have it. So we'll dig into it, and we'll see if we can't get this thing cutting something.
Coming to Mountain, you're watching the Uncle Mike YouTube channel. Stick around.
So I got this saw here. It does that exact thing right there that you just saw when you hit the throttle. And my assumption is there's something wrong with this chain because you can't manually spin it. Locked up, son. So let's see here. Let's dig into it. A little troubleshooting. All right, so the chain is not in the bar. You can see it's a little crooked and you can see the bar there. So let's open it up and take a little look. Snatch the bar off. And wazam! We're missing a tooth in there. Actually, it's still in there. There it is. Yeah, that tooth right there. It decided it was done cutting. So, it doesn't seem to be locked up. My assumption is that the bar got in here. Just absolutely tore that thing up. That's my assumption. Let's see the teeth. I mean, they look like they could go for a new chain. Chain's still sharper than I'll get out, but the interior chief, well, fouled up. Sorry about the poor lighting, but we'll go ahead and get in this thing real quick. Pop that off. Take this off. Give me a little spark plug. My rope might be too big, so I'm gonna have to get smaller rope. But I don't have a piston stop tool, so I'm gonna take the plug out, stick some rope down in there, bottom the piston out into the rope. That way it won't complete its mode of travel and keep rotating, so it'll keep the piston up top. That way I can take the clutch off. Once you get your rope in there, clockwise, bottom the piston out. This thing tells you off is clockwise, so I got this screwdriver with this metal piece made for beating on things. They wouldn't have put that metal end on it if they didn't want me to hit it with a hammer. So get in there like that and tap it with the hammer. Let me see if I can set this phone up. Maybe catch that. It's probably gonna fall first time I swing this hammer. Maybe. Piston's bottomed out. Get on there with that. I don't have a punch, sadly. sure it popped off. So I had to, the phone fell down, but clutch is off. I guess I don't need a clutch, I just need this drive assembly. Let's look at this. Looks like the bar got in there. That's my guess. Bar got in there. What is this needle bearing? Oh! That was a mistake. Anyways, well, you can see that dropping needle bearings. This thing's egged out, so get new needle bearings for it. Fouled up right there. Well, folks, I'm cruising over. You saw me tear down the chainsaw. I'm cruising over to a small engine shop. They sell like new lawnmowers and stuff like that. I got to get a clutch for this saw, a pilot bearing, and then I think there was something else. I can't remember, but I took a screenshot of everything. I went on Steel's website and found everything I needed on the parts breakdown. I called over here. They said they had it all. So I'm going to go swoop it all up and we'll get this saw back up and running. Yes, sir. I don't know if y'all could see on the little time lapse there, this doggone blade won't, or the, what do you call it, blade tensioner cover here, won't go on. There's about a 1/4 inch gap between that hole and that slide right there. And you got like an 1/8 right there, so it doesn't line up. I got the wrong bar. I don't know how. I took the whole saw in there, literally everything, a saw, bar and everything, because that's what they asked me to do, bring everything. And I already had part numbers for all this stuff, for the, what do you call it, clutch drum and doggone pinion seal, stuff like that. And he said, yeah, just bring it all in here and we'll get you everything that you need. And the old boy, he took the bar back in the back and gave me the wrong one. So I just called over there and they said, ain't a big deal. Just bring it on. They'll swap it out if they have it. If not, they'll have to order it. So I don't know. But I fired her up a minute ago with the, before I put the bar on there. And man, she barked right to life. So I'm 80 bucks into this used chainsaw that was given to me because it got tore up. Now let's see what it'll do here. I don't, a little high. No choke on though. Chain is a grunt too tight, so I'll have to back it off a little bit. But that old Husqvarna 445 with that 20-inch bar make quick work of this busted off piece of 6x6 like it was nothing.
I'll have to back that chain off a little bit just to grunt too tight.
I had the GoPro going when I cut this tree down. But I don't know what happened to the file. So, but you can see, let me cut around here. Look how rotten this thing was. I blipped the edge of it with the mower, and this tree's just rotten. Just falls apart and crumbles. But I went ahead and just cut it out because, like I said, I didn't want this thing to just end up falling down on someone and getting someone hurt, possibly killing a folk. But like I said, I fell it, and it cut right through all this. Granted, it's just so doggone rotten. And I took it and trimmed it up a little bit and disposed of it down into the burn pit and burned it on up.